Okay. Good Monday morning. What is today? February 7th. We are going to go over a little sales training called Where is Your Prospect? I don't even know what I named the title of this meeting this morning. I threw the graphic together while laying in bed, trying to recuperate from yesterday's training. Qualify your prospects correctly and close every sale. And after I learned this process and I spit it back out for the first time at our mastermind in January, I was not only surprised myself that it seems like second nature. It seems like something we should have already known and been doing. And I was kind of surprised at how many other people also felt the same way. Like we should have been doing this all along. Like, it's really not that hard to figure this out. So I hope that you guys who are watching this live right now with us or on the recording and haven't seen this yet will feel the same way. Like, wow, this seems so simple. But I will tell you that even going like through my sales each day, my prospects, my leads, I have to physically remind myself to use this process because it's easy to revert back. And I did it this morning doing my birthday reach outs when someone answers my question of just then getting them a trial. So let me share my screen. Okay, can I just get a thumbs up from somebody that you can see? Okay, thank you. I'm going to try to, you can also, this is as big as I can make it on my screen. So if you are looking at this on a small screen, you have the option on Zoom to expand your screen, just so you know, so you can zoom in on things. But I will post this graphic in our chat afterwards. If you are someone who is not on our team, just shoot me a message in Messenger. I will get you the graphic over if you need it. Because I know that we have other people joining us now, which is totally cool. I'm okay with that. That I feel abundance mentality. And the more that we can share with people, the better job that we do and the better experience people have with our products and opportunity. So where's your prospect? I got this from a sales training from somebody else that kind of shared something with me. And then I just went and created it kind of in our own terms of how we do things in our business and thought, wow, this is valuable. And we should be really using this as our guide to all sales. So I will go through the wheel first, and then I'm going to ask you to put some stuff in the chat for me that we can go through. So let me tell a little backstory on how we do things is on our team and with our company is we sample people. And not everybody does, but most people do. And one thing that we are very excited about as Thrivers and sharing the Thrive experience is that we know, because we've been doing it for X, Y, and Z. I've been thriving for 6.5 years. Do I think that everyone needs Thrive in this entire world? Yeah, there's actually not one person I can't tell you. I could tell you that they're probably good. They don't really need it. I don't even care if you eat every fruit and vegetable on this planet and you take really good supplementation. I did that before this. I don't care who you are or what you do. I still think that you have nutritional gaps that need to be filled. There's something missing that Thrive can do for you. So I am with you. You probably think that everybody needs the Thrive experience too. So we tend to, when we have a conversation with somebody, whether it's online on social media, let's say from a birthday reach out, or we meet somebody at a restaurant sitting next to us at a table, or we bump into somebody at the gym when we're working out, any sort of conversation that leads to, hey, what do you do? Or what do you take? Or do you drink coffee? Or are you tired? Or do you want to lose weight? All of those lead back to the Thrive experience. And that's good. And the fact that we sample in our samples, people can feel a difference within 1 to 10 days. Most people in that 3-5 day range are feeling a significant difference. And there is a term called day one thriver because people feel our product on day one a lot. So we've gone with that notion and said, everyone needs Thrive. And all I need to do is get a sample in their hands. They're going to love my product and then they're going to order. But the reality of that is we're trying to cram a Thrive experience down people's throat before we ever even really know if they're committed to taking it, if they're committed to the change that it's going to provide for them. or if they really even want our product, because just because they need our product, there's a lot of people who need a lot of things out there. Can we get an amen on that? That don't do it because they just don't do it. They're not either aware of the issue or they're not committed to fixing it. So that's what this wheel is going to help you do, which is going to help you, I say, for lack of a better word, piss away trials or samples of our product that are, just kind of a waste. And it's going to help you handle objections before the objection ever gets to you. Or if the objection does get to you, you will have an arsenal of things that you've communicated with your prospect about that you can go and refer back to. So let's start with category number one. Are they content? Every time I read that, I'm like, content. I feel like, is it spelled two different ways? Content versus content? Content. Do I have it spelled right? Somebody fact check me.
Content is C-O-N-T-A-N-T.
That's right. I was like, why do I keep wanting to say content? Because we're always talking about social media content and not content. So this is content, happy with where they are or what they have currently. So when you're approaching somebody about the Thrive experience, and I'm just going to really talk about the Thrive experience, though we have so many amazing products that can fill a lot of nutritional gaps and fix and solve a lot of problems for people. I'm really just going to talk about the Thrive experience for the most part today until we get to 4 and 5. Okay. So when you run across somebody, let's use birthday reach outs, because we probably all just did them this morning. And that's an easy one to go to. When we were sending out birthday samples before, if you've been around with us for a little while, you know that we just more recently changed our birthday reach out to add in a question about what things we could solve problems for. If you haven't changed your birthday reach out messaging yet, you might want to get with your sponsor or your upline about doing that, because we changed it for a reason, and it was based on this wheel right here. So when we are looking at getting a Thrive experience out for, say, somebody for their birthday, what we were doing, and you might still be doing, is just offering a sample because it's their birthday. You have no idea. Well, I didn't. I had 5,000 friends. I was reaching out and saying happy birthday to people. I have no idea who they are. None. I mean, I would always look at their profile first, but you can tell very little, that fast before you send a birthday reach out to them. And I was just offering a birthday reach out. And if they'd come back and say, yeah, I'd love to try that, I would just send them a sample. I'd send them to my sample site. They would sign up for it and I would send them a sample. I had no idea, out of all of the things that my Thrive sample might solve for them, I had no idea what I was actually solving for them. And we were all doing that. I know if I was doing it, you were doing it too, because monkey see, monkey do. And I was leading by the wrong example until this smacked me in the face. So first of all, when I was sending out a happy birthday sample, I had no idea if they were content and happy with where they were or what they already had, or if they even had a problem for me to solve that I could talk about, right? So we were just throwing trials out there. And then when we'd go to follow up, a couple of things would happen. No one would answer. They would just ghost you, because there wasn't any problem that you were trying to fix for them anyways. And even if there was a problem that you could fix with their sample, they didn't know that the sample could fix that problem, because you never even had that conversation with them. You were just getting them a trial. It's the same as if you run into somebody at the gym and they go, what is that sticker on your arm? And you're like, oh, it's my wearable nutrition. It does X, Y, and Z for me. You should try it. I know people do that. We're at a restaurant, we're out at the park, someone sees the black label on you. What is that? Oh my gosh, it's my Happy Patch. You should try it. It's amazing. No idea if the person needs it. We're just going to go ahead and give it to them anyways. They might say one thing to us like, oh, I'm always tired. I could use that. Great. Let me get you a sample. And we just did. We didn't go any further than that most of the time. I'm not saying nobody did, but most of the time we weren't. It was just, we were so excited to get a sample in somebody's hands that we forgot about the rest of it. So we are here to solve problems and sell based on that and solutions to what people have going on. So we need to dig into that further. So first and foremost, when you are sending out a sample or getting ready to having a conversation with somebody, we need to find out what problem we're solving. So let's stop there first and find out, are they tired all the time? Are they like me? They were taking good vitamins, but man, at the end of the day, I was exhausted. But in all reality, I wasn't even looking for that. I was looking for a different business model, but you wouldn't have known that unless you asked me what I was looking for, right? So that little sample, that Happy Pack, I had been watching somebody for a while on social media slinging them. It wasn't the Happy Pack that interested me the most. I liked the marketing idea behind the sticker. the DFT. I didn't know if it would work. I wouldn't attach my name to it until I figured that part out. But what had me intrigued was the marketing behind that. You wouldn't know that unless you asked me, because if you ran across me and reached out to me and said, happy birthday, hey, I want to get you a sample, I would be like, yeah, I want one. Because I would want to try it because I already knew what I was thinking about it in my brain. But unless you asked me, you wouldn't have known that I wanted to create a massive business with you. Right. So we need to find out more about our prospect before we keep moving forward. So the next step is, are they aware it's an issue? So you might run into somebody at the gym and they're like, what's that sticker on your arm? I think we have somebody unmuted. There we go. Got it. You might run into somebody at the gym somebody might run into you at the gym that has the sticker. You have the sticker on your arm and they ask you, what is that? And you're like, oh, it's my wearable nutrition. It gives me energy, helps me get through my workouts. We do Flex Friday. Right. And they're like, oh yeah, wow. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to lose some weight, could use a little extra energy. And you're like, great, let me get you a sample. What I really want you to do is ask some more questions. How long have you been trying to lose weight for? What other things have you tried? You're here at the gym, like hats off to you. How many days a week do you come? Oh yeah, sometimes I only make it in here like 1 or 2 days a week because I'm just exhausted. I have a hard time even getting my butt out of bed in the morning. Wow, then you have more in your arsenal. When I talk about this arsenal, I want this arsenal stacked for when you go to follow up with them after they do the trial. Okay. The arsenal is for later. So make sure you're filling it with things. So are they aware of the issue? Yeah, she's aware that she needs to lose weight. She's aware that she has a hard time getting to the gym. She's aware that she needs to work out. And is she aware that she might need to fill her nutritional caps to do so? Let's keep digging. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're having a hard time getting in the gym. Like, what do you do for energy? Like, do you drink coffee? Do you take any energy drinks? Do you take any nutritional supplements? What are you doing for your diet? Have you tried changing up your eating plan? Like, get in a conversation. And you don't have to be her doctor. You can tell about your experience. Like, yeah, I've been coming here. I come like 5 days a week. I don't have any problems with energy anymore because of, this DFT you just asked about. And it comes with a couple of other steps, kind of helps me stay on track with my nutritional stuff and my diet. So what do you do for diet and exercise? I try to really stick to a plant-based diet. I just have a conversation, see what the person's doing. Well, I haven't really got my diet under control yet, or I do keto, or whatever. They're going to give you more information. They're aware of the issue. They're trying to solve it. Now let's get to step number 3. Okay. So at this spot, still, if you've even gotten this far in your conversations, you're like, hey, let me go out to my car and grab you a happy pack. I have one in my car. Or let me grab your address and I'm going to get you a happy pack in the mail, or I'm going to drop one off to you. We're already trying to put Thrive in their hands. And we've skipped the last 3 steps. And it's happening every single day. So we need to find out how committed she is to fixing or solving the problem. She's there 2 days a week. She hasn't really changed her diet yet. She's not taking any nutritional supplements, or she's there 2 days a week, but she's admitted that she's struggling with the energy to get there any more than 2 days a week. She's doing keto. She's definitely made some dietary changes. And she's, drinking a protein shake every single morning that's keto friendly. But she's still struggling with the energy part, right? So let's talk about that with her. All right. So you're doing keto, you're filling your nutritional gaps with a couple of things here. You got a good protein shake that you like, but you're still struggling with the energy to get here, 5 days a week, maybe a few more days a week is what is needed. So what if I could have you try something for 4 days that might totally change your energy levels, get you here 5 days a week instead of the 2 days a week? Would you be willing to give that a shot for me? Would you be willing to try that for me? Yeah, man, if I could get more energy and I didn't have to drink coffee, or I didn't have to do X, Y, or Z to get through my day, I'd totally be in for that. Great. So if I go get you a sample, or if I get you your address and I get a sample in the mail to me, will you promise to try this as soon as you get it? Like, I want to check in with you and I want to make sure that you get it in your system right away. And we see how this is working for you. See how committed she actually is. Because some people are going to laugh you off and be like, well, yeah, I mean, I'll try it, but I probably won't try it until the 1st of March because I got this X, Y, and Z going on. You guys don't want to do that. Get their name and number and follow up with them on the 1st of March. Don't piss away product, because that's somebody that you're just going to put product in their hands and then who knows what's going to happen with it. Let's see how committed they are to changing and fixing the problem. So then once they are, let's customize for them. a lot of times just give them the mini Thrive experience based on what they want, what we think they need, instead of what options are available, so we can solve all their problems. So we started asking our birthday reach outs, and I started asking in my accepted message. If you don't know what those two things are, please grab the person who brought you in and get a better description. But I started putting things in there for options. Like on my birthday reach outs this morning, I've already had 3 people respond with, I would like some mood support, I would like energy, and then the other one said, I'd like energy and weight loss. I'm going to customize those trials now, because now I know what they're looking for. A lot of times we're just going to start people on the main Thrive experience, and that's okay with regular DFT, whatever. But it was a good point yesterday when someone brought up an objection of, I can't drink protein shakes, or I'm allergic to dairy. And our protein shakes have dairy in them, a very, very small pinch. And most times it's still okay for somebody who has a dairy allergy, but sometimes it's not. So we are going to get some dairy-free shakes. That's a whole nother side note, but we need to know before just cramming a trial. How many trials have you sent out and then somebody gets it and they're like, "Ooh, I have a dairy allergy. I can't take this. Do you have anything without dairy in it?" And it's like, wow, if I would have asked more questions ahead of time, I would have known that and not sent them the shakes with our sample. So we need to know they need to know what options are available to them that fit what they're trying to solve. So, okay, she's been, she's looking for more energy so she can get to the gym. So let's think about what we have that provides more energy. And I'm not saying to load up her sample with Activate and all of the thermogenics and all of that. I'm not saying let's keep it simple, stupid, because if we don't, then we are going to confuse our prospect too. So let's just keep it to a simple Thrive experience, but maybe we switch up the products in there. Maybe she tells us, how do we even know if she hates chocolate or she hates vanilla shakes if we haven't asked and given the options available? Let's customize things for people so that when they get it, they're like, "Ooh, I did the capsules and I did the patch, but I didn't drink the shake because I can't stand chocolate. And you sent me chocolate." Well, we did that because we pre-make our samples and we didn't even ask them what flavor they wanted. That's another reason to have different flavors on hand, you guys. There's different labels for different reasons, right? Somebody this morning told me that he wanted mood support. Great. I'm going to ask some more questions of him because I want to know, what else with mood support comes with that. Sometimes it's just needing more energy, so he's happier. But I'm going to pack his with Black Label or with TAC, depending on what the answers are to the rest of the questions. I am now asking every person what flavor shakes they want. And you can base that on what you have in stock. You know what you have in stock or what you're going to send. You can also just say things like, we have a number of different shake flavors. Our 2 most popular are vanilla and chocolate. Are those 2 okay with you? And then find out, no, they hate chocolate. Don't give them that. Just give me all vanilla. Great. Now you know that your person's going to take all your shakes because they don't hate one of the flavors that you're sending them. We didn't do this before. And if you did, hats off to you. You were smarter than me and you probably have a better closing rate. But I'm going to guess that most people were not doing all of these steps. And then best solution, more comes to when our trial, we're ready to close them. Okay. So lady from the gym, let's call her Susie, because I love using that name. We get her a sample, we customize the shakes, we give her what she needs, and we're checking in with her and following up with her. We see her at the gym. We're like, how is it going? And she says any number of different, objections, like, "Oh yeah, I just really don't feel a difference." Let's say she's on day 2 and you follow up with her and she's like, "Man, I just really don't feel a difference. I'm still really tired." Okay, well, we've got a couple more days to go. And there's a script for this, you guys. What I find most successful people doing is going ahead and jumping into a 30-day order, because it's just like right now, like we're at the gym, right? We know if we come, we start our gym routine and we only come for 5 different times, that we probably haven't become the supermodel that we want to when we look in the mirror. It's kind of the same thing with the Thrive experience. Most people feel a significant difference between day 1 and day 10, I'd say. But really, to get the best intended results, most successful people, they start with the 8-week experience, or they start with a 30-day order, and then we go from there. And then she might go, "Well, how much does a 30-day order cost?" Well, I can help you with X, Y, and Z. I can get you $25 off your first order. After that, I can show you how to thrive for free. There's a million answers you can go to after that. If she kicks back, "Ooh, I don't really know, the cost of that seems a little too much for me. $5 a day is really out of my budget." Okay, let's go back to what she told you when she said she was aware of the issue and she committed to fixing and changing it. You now have an arsenal to go back to. All right, Susie. So you said you were only getting to the gym 2 days a week. You've been struggling to take off this last 20 pounds. You're eating pretty good. You were taking some or you were drinking coffee to just try to get here in the morning, and you're only getting here 2 days a week, and that's not working very well for you. I want to help you get that 20 pounds off. You really seem like you want to get it off. So how about we try the 30 days of this? Knock out the coffee. That's costing you some money, right? Those other protein shakes that you were drinking, those are costing you some money, right? Why don't we just replace here and see if we can get you on a 30-day order? You've resorted back to what she committed to you. You're resorting back to the issues she knows she's aware of. The sale becomes so much easier at that point, because now she would just be lying to herself right in front of you. It makes it just a little bit different when you have an arsenal of things she's committed to and showed you that she's aware of the issue. She may not even push that hard because she already knows she's aware of the issue. Now, what we were doing, let's go back to what we were doing. What we were doing is just putting a sample all over everybody in the gym. We had no idea if they were drinking coffee and not making it to the gym, but 2 days a week. We had no idea if they wanted to lose 20 pounds. We had no idea they were on keto. We had no idea they had a dairy allergy. We didn't know any of that. We were just throwing samples at them and hoping they would fall in love with our product. We used the example yesterday. It's like throwing a bunch of noodles at the wall and hoping they stick, and just hoping they stick. We had no idea if they even wanted our product or we'd be able to solve a problem for them. Now we know all of this, right? Yeah, sure. I'm lactose intolerant and didn't bother me. It actually helps. A lot of people say that. So the dairy allergy thing, well, I've used it as an example this morning. Just tread lightly on that one. We don't need to, let's dig at that a little bit, because if it's just a lactose intolerant issue, most people do okay on our shakes. So you just have to ask more questions and make sure they're aware of the problems we can solve with our shakes, and that we do have some dairy-free ones coming, but it is literally a pinch of dairy in our shakes. And we actually have a support ticket on that. We should get in our board's support ticket little thing. So now, best solutions. She comes back to you and says, okay, I'm on day 2. I'm not really feeling a whole lot of energy. I know you said I should go ahead with a 30-day order. I'm giving her solutions at this point to her objections and to her issue that we are figuring out for her. She wants to lose weight. She's not making it to the gym enough. So best solutions, I really want to get her on the Thrive experience for 30 days, but I need to customize it for her. She's allergic to our shakes and cannot take them. This is one example you'll probably not get all the time, but I want to use it just so you know that how to customize and give them best solutions. So let's work on something a little bit different for her. She's working out. So let's get her some protein from us in a different source. We have this amazing product called Form, and it's a collagen protein gel. And we can get you a little bit of protein and muscle building at the same time. So instead of those shakes, I'm gonna move you over to our Form product. So we're gonna take capsules. We're gonna customize that DFT maybe to our Duo Burn. And I want something to just really get you out of bed in the morning. And one thing that I've taken a lot in lieu of shake, sometimes if I can't do the shake or someone can't do the shake, is a boost and an activate. I have somebody do a boost and an activate with their capsules in the morning, and they get a similar effect to what our shakes will do for them without having the shake. If they're just somebody who doesn't want to take the shake. Now, if they have a dairy allergy, there is a pinch of dairy in our boost too. And I think it's even more minimal than our shake. So just keep all that in mind. Before I have people in the chat tell me that, I'm aware, but there's a million reasons why people don't like protein shakes. If somebody tells you, oh, I don't do protein shakes. Well, ours is a lifestyle mix. It's not just a protein shake. There's actually 15 grams of protein in our shakes, but it's more about the probiotics, the prebiotics, the digestive enzymes, and the nutrients that you're going to get from our shakes rather than it being a protein shake. It's also ultra micronized. So when you dump our shake in a bottle of water and shake it up on the go, it is smooth as silk. It is not like a protein shake. So if I'd get you your favorite flavor of shake to try, would you just test this out? And if I'm crazy and you still hate it, we're good. But I would love for you to try something like salted caramel or our new fudge brownie. It is amazing. And sometimes people don't understand what our shakes are like when they've had all those gritty, grimy, icky, yucky, clumpy, bumpy protein shakes in the past. Right. So now we're talking about best solutions for our customer. We're not just trying to cram the 1, 2, 3 simple Thrive experience down their throat, because we don't even know if that's exactly what was going to solve the problems for them. let's ask some more questions. Maybe she's coming to the gym a lot and she's like, I need to build more muscle. I know I'm not here enough days of the week, but I also know that just doing cardio and a little bit of weight training isn't really getting me where I want. And if I put more muscle on, I might burn more fat. Great. We have this awesome product. It's only 30, I think it's $30. Excuse me if I'm misquoting that right now. It's called Sculpt. And it's absolutely amazing. And it helps with that lean muscle building while you're working out. So that's another product you may want to try. I can get you some samples of it, or we can add it to your order today. Um, some other solutions. She's a coffee drinker. She doesn't really want to give up that morning flavor of coffee. Well, we have cafe and it has mood boosting in it. It also has caffeine in it. So it's going to help with that jolt in the morning. Since she doesn't want to drink our shakes, maybe she would do a cafe instead. There are all kinds of options for a best solution for your customer. You just have to have that conversation with them. And most importantly, I want to say this because we talked a little bit about it yesterday. I put it in the SEAL training chat and we don't ask it enough. And I know that's why we haven't brought as many promoters on as we could be, because we're not asking this very, very important question when we're coming to best solutions. And I will put that same script in the chat. I'll add it to our scripts board too. But at the end of talking to somebody about their Thrive experience and moving them into a full order, I ask this question every single time because it's so important to give people this option. Great. Now that we've got you loving your Thrive experience and you're ready to order, do you want to order as a customer and I can show you how to Thrive for free? Or would you like to order as a promoter and I can show you how to Thrive for free, but you can also make money? There's a couple of different ways you can say that. I'll put it in the chat, but we need to be asking that question every single time. Even if the customer or the person before you has said, I don't sell things, whatever, I don't care. When you go to check that customer out, you should be asking that question every single time. Number one, it's getting you ready to help them get it for free. Because if they say anything back to you about, yes, I'd like to get it for free, whether they want to just be a customer or they want to be a promoter, you need to go to work on driving lines. It's a network marketing term, and it is something that we don't do enough of. Then you should not be just leaving your customer with an order. You should be asking them for 2 referrals every time. It's called driving lines. It's a sales. It's a way of doing sales with referral-based business, and referrals are the best kind of business that you can ever get. So we should be asking for those every single time. And the way you can do that is by using this line before you check somebody out every single time. Great. Did you just want to become a customer and Thrive for free? Or did you want to become a customer, or did you want to become a promoter for us? You can make some money and you can Thrive for free. I like to actually flip that around. There's a different way that I say that, and it's not coming off of my tongue as easily this morning. It's SEAL training hangover, but it's leaving the promoter piece to the end. Or great, would you like to Thrive for free and make some money? You could become a brand promoter with us. I like to leave that brand promoter to the very end, because when people start listening to you, if they start hearing some words that they don't like the sound of, they shut off and they stop listening to the rest of it about making money. So I like to leave that promoter piece to the end. So that's the way I'll type it to you. But when somebody says, oh, no, I just want to become a customer and Thrive for free. Great. I have a couple of samples sitting here. I want to help you get jump started on that. So if you know a couple of people that if we get this trial into their hands, they're going to want to sample this because they are lacking energy. They need to lose weight. They are the same as you in X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. And Susie says, yeah, I got a couple of friends like that. Great. Susie, when you identify who those people are, can you put them in a text with me or a group chat with me? We're just going to ask them some simple questions too. And then we'll get a sample right out into the mail to them. Don't just take names and email addresses from people, you guys. You're negating this whole wheel again, right? So I hope that was helpful. When we ask that question at the end about, would you like to become a customer and Thrive for free, or would you like to Thrive for free, make some money and become a promoter with us? If they go, I don't want to promote. I just want to become a customer. Great. You want to Thrive for free? We're going to work on that, blah, 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 blah. Once they start giving you some names and we start helping them Thrive for free, guys, you can always go back and say, you know what, that was really easy for you to get those couple of people. If you have anybody else like that, you might want to consider promoting, because on top of you getting your product for free, you would get paid on those orders too, even if it's just a little bit of money here and there. Right now, I don't ever push a customer into promoting if they do not want to promote, but I do keep that option open, because some people don't think they can do what I do until they actually see how I do it. Does that make sense? Like, A lot of people think this is scary until we put 2 samples in their network and they see how easy it is to bring 2 people on with those samples. Then their mind starts clicking and going, wow, I have like 20 other people that could do that. And if I could make money doing that, maybe I should hear this out. Now, if you're asking that question, they're like, well, I'd be open to making some money. Great. Third-party validation at this point, you guys. Use a video, use your upline, use somebody, bring somebody else to the table. Stop trying to explain this part yourself. I promise you it will work better if you bring third-party validation in. Awesome. If I send you a really quick video, would you have a few minutes to watch it today? No, not today. Tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Sunday, get a date. And then let's move them through the process. I'm not going to go through that training right now, but I will tell you this wheel is also used for promoting. We need to, when someone says, yes, they want to make more money, we need to find out more details. So this is not just for product prospecting. This is also for your business prospecting. And maybe we need to do a whole separate training on taking a promoter prospect through that wheel. I'll let you guys tell me if you think you're good on this, you know how to use it now, or if you think we need to do one based on promoter options. And you guys can tell me in our chat if you think that's something that we need and we need to record. I hope this was super valuable for you guys this morning. I know it has been the last couple of trainings we've done. So I'm going to put this graphic in our chat. This is recorded. You will be able to access this on the Hustle and Grow Training YouTube channel. So it will always be at your fingertips to give to a new person, or I don't even know if this is perfect for a new person. There's a lot we throw at a brand new person, but maybe after they're, through their first 14 days, let's let them go at getting just trials into people's hands without overthinking the process, and have them come back to this after maybe their first 14 days. So we're not overwhelming them with too many things, because I know that I can do that and you can probably do that too. So I hope that you guys got a lot out of this, and let me know if you have any questions, and have a fabulous week.